to a Christmas game now. So just have a little bit of patience with us here because I have to kind of map this out and have papers in front of me. So if you hear crackling, that's what it is. And I have to kind of write this down. So basically what I'm going to be doing with Nayan is I have in front of me 32 movies, Christmas movies to be specific, all related to Christmas. And he is going to not rank them, but we're going to be playing like a bracket tournament. I guess that's how you would describe it. And he's just going to be choosing between two different films, and then the film that he decides moves on to the next one, and that's kind of like a quarterfinals, and then moves on to a semifinals, and then like a final. I'll make sure that I'm clear in what round this is and how close we are getting to the finals and stuff. But I've numbered every movie here and used a random number generator, so we got complete random here. If there is like a finals worthy kind of matchup in the first round, I do apologize, but this is the best that we could do. Do you get it, Nan? You're good?
Yep,
We're ready to do
it's
this?
based on my favorites, not what I think is the best.
Yes, that's a good thing.
Out of the two matchups.
Yep. These are Nan's favorite Christmas movies. Nice little tournament for him to do.
I love 20s.
20s. Let's do this then, Nan. All right. So the first one we have is The Christmas Chronicles and Home Alone 3. I just got to think about it. Home Alone 3 is not very good, eh?
Yeah, I know.
It really went down.
Most of these ones I've saw like decades ago.
Yeah.
I'm speaking as I'm like 50.
Yeah.
I think for this round, I'll probably just list the movies and I'll just go a bit more in depth.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say it.
Until
I'll probably go
the
a Christmas. What was it?
The Christmas Chronicles.
Christmas Chronicles.
You going with that one?
Yeah.
Okay. Next one we got is Gremlins and Love Actually.
Weesh. Based on my favorite, because I don't like Love Actually, is Gremlins.
Why don't you love Love Actually?
I don't know. It's just, eh.
All right. The next one we got is The Santa Claus 2 and How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That is the animated version from 1967.
Animated.
The animated How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
That's the OG.
It is the OG. That Grinch is terrifying, by the way. It might be one of the scariest Grinches there.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, he's so good. I love it. All right, the next one we have Home Alone versus Rise of the Guardians.
Home Alone.
Okay. The next one we got is The Night Before. That's the Seth Rogen Falcon movie. Versus A Christmas Carol.
A Christmas Carol. That's the one with Jim Carrey in it, by the way.
That's the one.
Yeah.
We have, for the next one, Home Alone 4 and The Santa Claus 3.
Yee. They're pretty bad movies.
Yes.
I would go Santa Claus 3.
Mm-hmm. Those movies are funny. All right. Next one we got is... It's a very merry Muppet Christmas movie. It's a mouthful to say. And that will be versing Bad Santa 2.
I gotta back my Muppets.
Fair enough. Bad Santa 2 is horrendous. It's one of the first screenings I went to with Kyan. And we had way too much, I think, wine or beer beforehand. Ended up laughing and loving the movie. And then when we sobered up, we're like, oh, it's actually kind of shit.
The power of alcohol.
Yeah. Okay, the next one we got, get ready for this one. Godmothered versus Little Woman.
Oh, this is a hard one. Little Woman.
Love it. All right, let's continue this. For this one, we got The Holdovers versus Muppet Christmas Carol.
Muppets.
Really?
Yep. Well, it's based on my favorites, not best.
That is true.
And considering I just saw like The Holdovers like a couple weeks ago.
I've never seen Muppet Christmas Carol, so I can't judge that one. Next one we got is Klaus, your fan favorite there. And that one is versing How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the live action one with Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey, man, loves his Grinch. Next one we got is National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation versus Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way. Why is that?
Most of my favorites has been based on what I watched when I was like really little and as a kid.
Yeah.
So that it's clearly showing, Muppets.
The Muppets, clearly, yeah.
So when we do our top 5, it's gonna be fucking whack, eh?
Yeah. I don't know if I'm excited for it or not. The next one we got is the Santa Claus, number 1, versus Alf.
I really do like the Santa Claus.
This one's quite a big matchup for the first round.
I know.
Random number generator got me.
Just trying to think what I noted. Because I know that on the top 5, I was tossing up between these two. Oh, no, I wasn't.
Oh, no, I wasn't. All right.
Okay.
Alf versus Santa Claus. What do you got? Alf. Good choice. I thought Santa Claus would win there. Whew, that would have been an upset, at least in my eyes, at least. All right. Next one we have is, I'll get ready for this, Home Sweet Home Alone versus the Polar Express.
Fuck Home Sweet Home Alone. Polar all the way.
I fucking hate Home Sweet Home Alone. Might be one of the worst. We do the worst movies one day. Do a list, worst movies of ours ever, period.
Right now, Nick Skull wins or Home Sweet Home Alone?
Home Sweet Home Alone. You don't know how much I hate Home Sweet Home Alone. All right, next one we got is Scrooged versus The Grinch. That's the animated one that released recently.
I will pick The Grinch.
Man loves his Grinch. I love it. Who can hate The Grinch? Nayan is kind of like the Grinch, so it does make sense. You heard him. He's not excited for Christmas.
Yeah, because the Grinch doesn't like Christmas. No, he doesn't not like Christmas. He just hates people.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like Nayan right there. But his heart does grow 3 times the size.
Only when I see you.
Fair enough. I always get that response. Next one we got is The Nightmare Before Christmas versus Bad Santa. Huh?
Nightmare Before Christmas.
Bad Santa?
No.
Oh, he was quick on that one. Feel like we have a favorite already. Next one we got is... Ooh, we got a good one here. Batman Returns versus Home Alone 2. Oh, I saw him to say the B, but he has to think about it.
My favorite. Batman.
Batman, hey, phew.
That was a hard one because I really do enjoy Home Alone 2. I think it's one of the most enjoyable Home Alones out there.
Just because the bricks always get me. Throws bricks from like a 8-10 story building, bro. It's so good. All right, so that was the round of 16. So the movies that Nayan selected are moving to the next round, and this is, I think, it's technically the quarterfinals here. All right, so we're condensing this list down. We're going to get to his final one as we go through it. All right, Nayan, you ready for the next round?
Let's go, quarterfinals.
Let's do it. So we got the Christmas Chronicles versus Gremlins.
Gremlins.
Nice. All right. Next one we got is How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the 1967 animated one.
Mm-hmm.
And that is going to be versing Home Alone.
That's a tough matchup because, they're both like, are iconic in its own ways.
Yeah.
But you can't go past Home Alone.
So Home Alone, we're doing that?
Yeah.
Locking it in. Love it. Next one we got is A Christmas Carol versus The Santa Claus 3.
A Christmas Carol.
Damn, didn't wait long for that one. That was kind of a weak one. All right. Next one is It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie. It's really hard to say the whole thing at once. Fast, at least. And that is versing Little Woman.
Favorite.
That's one.
The Muppets.
Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. The way you're smiling at me during it. It's a different kind of smile you have, this one. All right. Ooh, next one we got is Muppet Christmas Carol versus How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Jim Carrey live action one.
Jim Carrey.
The How the Grinch Stole Christmas?
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least one Grinch continues onwards. Next one we have is Jingle All the Way versus Elf.
Elf.
All right. The next one we have is The Polar Express versus The Grinch, the animated one recently.
Polar.
And for our final one here, we have The Nightmare Before Christmas versus Batman Returns. Ooh.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. That one is going to be tough to beat at this point. Right. Actually, just looking at this bracket, I think now we're going to the quarterfinals. That was the round of 16. So the first one was the round of 32, then round of 16, and now we're on to our quarterfinals. So we only have 8 movies in contention left.
Mm-hmm.
So, ready to go on to the next one? All right, let's do it. Okay, so for the first quarterfinal matchup, this is out of 4. This is the first one. We have Gremlins versus Home Alone.
Home Alone.
Oh, Home Alone makes it through to the semi-finals. Why Home Alone over Gremlins?
I feel Home Alone is more of a Christmas movie.
Mm-hmm.
Home Alone is also so iconic. I know Gremlins is iconic, but I mean, cute characters had to carry you to that iconicity.
Mm-hmm.
But Home Alone, you know, it's just something different, like a less than 10-year-old boy getting stuck at home defending his house. You know, that's just, we don't see that nowadays.
It's a classic.
And if you do, it's Home Sweet Home Alone.
So you still don't see it these days. You just get the shit version of it. All right. The next one for the quarterfinals, we have A Christmas Carol versus It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie. Which one are you choosing out of those two?
This is hard because I can barely remember them both. I will go A Christmas Carol.
Damn, A Christmas Carol is going all the way here.
I think it has weak competition. It's one of those ones.
Yeah, it's just destroying all
I
the
mean, we already
work
know
of
who
it.
the finalist is out of those two.
Pardon?
So I can already tell you who the finalist is out of those two.
I know. All right. So, what was that? A Christmas Carol goes. It defeats It's a Very Merry Muppet Christmas Movie. I'm so glad I don't have to say that name again.
Mm-hmm.
Beats that to go into their semi-final. All right. So the third quarterfinal round, we have How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That is the Jim Carrey live action version, and that will be versing Alf. Oof. What is going to the semi-final?
How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Damn, he loves his Grinch. All right. So that one is continuing on. Alf, an early, I don't know if that's early, but he made it to the, he didn't even make it to the, yeah, he made it to quarterfinals. Yeah. Respectable. I like it. All right. So the final quarterfinal matchup, we have The Polar Express versus Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh, damn. I'm excited to see where the Nightmare goes. All right. So our finalists, we have Home Alone, we have A Christmas Carol, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, and The Nightmare Before Christmas. Those are our final 4 movies that Nayan has selected so far. So we're heading into the semi-final, and now for these matchups, Nayan, I need to hear some justification. We're at the final 4 movies now.
Mm-hmm.
You need to be able to justify this to me because I need to know how these movies are going to get to the final. So the first matchup we have Home Alone versus A Christmas Carol. Which one wins and why?
I mean, that's probably the easiest of the semifinals. It's like the All Blacks and Argentina, you know? You already knew who was going to win.
Great comparison.
You already knew who was going to win by as soon as it got announced. It's Home Alone. I mean, A Christmas Carol, I said it before, I can barely remember it because I watched it as a little kid, but Home Alone, that's just one of those films that you just keep watching and watching and watching and watching every Christmas, every year. Yeah. First thing you watch is Home Alone. Mm-hmm. That's one of them. That's why it's there.
Yeah, true. Fun little side fact. Me and my family, we always either watch Home Alone or Home Alone 2 every single Christmas day.
Same as me.
Yeah. It's just an absolute classic in that respect. All right. The final semi-final round. Home Alone is now in the final. And we got a semi-final round here, the last one. And that is How the Grinch Stole Christmas. That's the live action one. And that will be versing The Nightmare Before Christmas. Nayan, what movie goes to the final and why?
This is really funny, and you'll see why. I really enjoyed How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Mhm.
You know, the whole live actionness, the whole Tim Burtoniness,
Yeah.
Jim Carrey's fantastic performance. And I really love The Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, it's mixing up Halloween and Christmas.
Mhm.
Stop motion as well. You know, that's one of my favorite animation styles. But I'm going to have to go with the stop motion boy.
The Nightmare Before
Yeah.
Christmas.
I just really like that concept of Halloween, and maybe because the two holidays are so close together that they don't get like mixed up enough or compared enough. I just really like the whole thing about how Jack Skellington was like in the Halloween world and saw what was happening in the Christmas world and want to try bring that to his own world.
That is an interesting
And
concept
then
there.
stop motion. It's funny because both
Tim Burton,
Tim
going
Burton's,
head to head there, yeah. If we were to reframe this and say which movie's best, same answer?
definitely.
Definitely. No hesitation on that one. All right. So we are at the finals. All right. The grand final for the Christmas bracket breakdown. So we have Home Alone going head to head against The Nightmare Before Christmas. This is the decision that defines the best Christmas movie in Nayan's mind, or Nayan's favorite Christmas movie. So this is the final, Nayan. Tell me why, which film wins the final, and which film you are naming as your Christmas champion for 2023.
You have a stop motion, semi-live action against a full-on live action. Home Alone.
Home Alone wins.
Home Alone wins.
Oh, I was fully expecting Nightmare Before Christmas. Why Home Alone?
It is the film I've seen throughout my entire childhood. Like, I've been alive for 30 years. I'm sure I was watching this film while I was in my mum's belly. You know, like it is just so iconic. You know, and it's just when you first watch it as like a very little kid, and you can sort of relate to that. You'd be like, oh yeah, if someone ever like breaks into my house, I would defend it like that way.
Yeah,
and like doing all these pranks and like booby traps and stuff like that. It's just so creative. I enjoy it. And it's just so chaotic, and just like seeing these two adults get absolutely fucked by this little kid is just hilarious. It was a really hard one for me because I do like A Nightmare Before Christmas as well. I mean, I'm waiting for that 4K to arrive.
Yes.
But yeah, it was
Home
a hard
Alone
one.
wins it.
Home Alone, my fave.
Yeah, no, I love that. Yeah, and further to the, those two adults just getting fucked up by the child through the pranks. It's always funny. It never stops being funny.
No, never.
Yeah.
I watch it for 30 years. I laugh every single time. It's the same thing as you in Home Alone 2.
Yeah,
like
it's
just
so great.
I think it's just seeing people in pain. That's just so funny.
Yeah, and it's just these like dipshit adults that are trying to break in, so it just makes it more funny. But yeah, Home Alone's really big in my family. I think for last Christmas, my dad bought a massive Lego set of Home Alone. I don't know if you've seen it. It's just over there. Not physically over there. It's like a couple of rooms away. But yeah, he got the main house, and so we spent the year like just every now and again just putting pieces together and building that up. So yeah, definitely really good. Yeah.
This is the house.
Oh yeah. For context for that comment there, we're sitting next to a Lego spaceship that is probably 4 meters long.
Yeah, they're thereabouts.
Yeah, 4 to 5 meters long. So that's what Nan's referring to. This spaceship has been a major favor for us, whether it's providing a stand for the drinks, whether it's just something nice to look at. It's nice.
Or putting together when you accidentally bump it.
Exactly, yeah. We always break things off accidentally. Hopefully my dad's not listening to this because he wouldn't like that. Anyway.
We fix it.
Yeah, we do fix it. Thanks for the clarification. We are going to move on now to our finale for this podcast here.